Welcome back, everyone. I'm sure your parents and teachers have told you to always wash your hands before you eat. But have you ever wondered why? The reason is bacteria. Bacteria are tiny microscopic organisms that are so small you can't even see them, but they occur on virtually every surface around you. If you pick up a dirty object, you can get bacteria on your hands. Then if you pick up some food and eat it, you can transfer the bacteria from your hands to your body. And this is why, one of the reasons, you should always wash your hands before eating. In this experiment, we're going to test different surfaces for bacteria and hopefully see different colonies of bacteria grow. The way to do this is to set up agar plates. Agar is a very simple jelly-like substance which bacteria grow very quickly and very well on. Go to your science teacher at school and see if they can give you any petri dishes to run this experiment. Also ask if they've got any agar powder. People actually use agar for cooking, so you might even have some agar powder at home or in your school's kitchen. So ask your teachers, your family, or your friends if they've got any agar. Then you need to dissolve your agar powder. Get a beaker or cup or container. The exact concentration of agar doesn't absolutely matter so much. It's roughly about half a teaspoon to 50 milliliters of water. Get some hot water and with the supervision of an adult, pour in to your beaker. I'm going to put in 150 milliliters of water into this beaker. So remember, if it's 50 milliliters to half a teaspoon, you'll be putting in around 1.5 teaspoons into 150 milliliters. So let's put that in there. That's 1.5 and give it a bit of a mix. You can already see it start to dissolve. It's important then to put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes to make sure it all dissolves properly. Then you're ready to begin. So let's quickly go and microwave that. Once your agar has been in the microwave and properly boiled, it should look a little bit like this, a gooey, sticky liquid. So open a petri dish and pour in a bit of agar. The idea is to try and make sure that the agar's a few millimeters thick all across the petri dish. About 4 or 5 millimeters is perfect. So something like that. There we go. It'll take an hour or two for your agar to solidify as it cools. So I'll put this over here. So leave that alone for a little while. I've actually got some I made earlier, so we can cheat a little bit and use these. There's 3 I already set up. Once we open the petri dishes, any bacteria that land or are placed on the surface of the agar will generally grow and form colonies. So this is a really good way of seeing bacteria without the need for a microscope. This experiment is really useful because you can test pretty much any surface for the presence of bacteria. It's really limited only by imagination. Today I'm going to test the air, my fingers, and also the surface of my phone to see how dirty these different surfaces are. So let's start with air. To test if there's bacteria in the air, this is very simple. All you need to do is open the agar dish and waft it around. You can even breathe on it a little bit if you want to. Let's see what bacteria this agar plate has collected. We'll close that up and write air. For the next test, I'm going to see if there's any bacteria on my fingers. So for this one, open the petri dish and very carefully make 2 fingerprints on the petri dish. Let's see if any bacteria grow. I'm going to write on there, fingers. For my last test, I'm going to swab the surface of my phone to see if there's any bacteria on it. You don't have to use a phone though, you can really use any object that you can think of. Door handles work really well. You could also test toys at home, or even the bottom of your shoe, but I'm going to start with my phone. So get a cotton wool bud or a swab like this one here. Make sure that the cotton end is a little bit moist because that'll help pick up the bacteria. And then swab the surface of the object that you're testing. Then open the petri dish and squiggle the swab over the surface, and with a bit of luck, we should see some bacteria growing. Don't forget to write down on the top of your Petri dish what object you've tested. I'm writing phone here. Perfect. You're now ready to see if any bacteria colonies grow on the agar in any of your 3 Petri dishes. Leave the Petri dishes in a warm location and check back every couple of days, looking very carefully to see if there's any changes taking place. You can repeat this experiment at home. Send in your experiments by completing the information sheet on the Darwin200.com website. Email in your results to classroom@darwin200.com over the next 2 weeks for a chance to win 3 £50 Amazon voucher prizes. Join me in 2 weeks' time to see the results of my Petri dish bacteria colony experiment. Good luck and see you then.